Hey. Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy you are here today. Before we start, I want to ask you something very important. Have you ever stood in front of people to give a presentation and your mind went completely blank? Have you ever felt your heart beating so fast, your hands shaking, and you just did not know what to say first? Have you ever practiced your presentation at home perfectly, but the moment you opened your mouth in front of others, everything disappeared? If you said yes to any of these questions, then this video is made exactly for you. Stay with me because today, everything is going to change. My name is Arya, and I am your English trainer. Today, we are going to learn something that will transform the way you speak English in public forever. We are going to master how to start a presentation in English, not just any start. The best opening lines, the kind of opening that makes people look up from their phones, the kind of opening that makes your audience think, wow, this person is confident, this person knows what they are talking about. I want that for you. And I promise by the end of this video, you will have it. Now, let me tell you why this lesson is so important. The first 30 seconds of your presentation are the most powerful. Research shows that people form their opinion about you within the first few seconds. Yes, just a few seconds. So if you start weak, people switch off. But if you start strong, they stay with you the entire time. A strong opening builds your confidence, grabs attention, and sets the tone for everything that follows. Whether you are presenting in a business meeting, a university class, a job interview, or even speaking at a community event, knowing how to start in English correctly will make you stand out. It will make you memorable, and most importantly, it will make you feel powerful. So, let us begin. I am going to teach you step by step. We will go through vocabulary, phrases, sentence patterns, pronunciation tips, common mistakes, and real-life examples. This is going to be a full lesson. Grab a pen, open a notebook, and let us go. The very first thing you need to understand is this. A great presentation opening has 3 goals. First, get attention. Second, build connection. Third, tell people what they will get. That is it. Simple. Keep that in mind as we go through everything today. Let us start with the basics. When you walk in front of your audience, the first thing most people say is something like, okay, so today I will talk about my topic. Please no. That is the most common mistake. It is boring. It gives people no reason to listen. We are going to fix that today. Here are your first vocabulary words. Write these down. The word is engage. Engage means to get someone's interest and attention. Your goal at the start is to engage your audience immediately. The next word is captivate. Captivate means to hold someone's attention completely. A great opening line captivates the room. Next is hook. A hook is something that grabs attention and makes people want to keep listening. Think of it like a fishing hook. You want to catch your audience. Now, let us talk about opening strategies. There are 6 powerful ways to start a presentation in English. I will teach you each one with phrases, examples, and pronunciation tips. Opening strategy number 1 is to start with a powerful question. Questions are one of the most effective ways to open a presentation. When you ask a question, people naturally start thinking. Their brain becomes active. They feel involved. And that means they are already listening to you. Here are some phrases you can use. Practice them out loud with me right now. Have you ever wondered why some people seem so confident in English? Have you ever asked yourself what successful people do differently? Can you imagine a world where you never feel nervous speaking English again? Let me ask you something. What would change in your life if you could speak English fluently? Now let us practice pronunciation. Repeat after me. Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Say it slowly first. Have you ever wondered? Now together. Have you ever wondered? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Say it smooth. Let me ask you something. Beautiful. Now the key to making these questions work is your voice. When you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end. It sounds like this. Have you ever wondered? The voice rises on wondered. Try it. Have you ever wondered? Great. That rising tone shows it is a question. It sounds natural and it sounds confident. Common mistake. Many learners ask a question but then immediately answer it themselves without pausing. Do not do that. After you ask your question, pause. Look at your audience. Let them think. That silence is powerful. Count to 3 in your head. 1, 2, 3. Then continue. That pause shows confidence. Opening strategy. Number 2 is to share a surprising fact or statistic. People love facts, especially surprising ones. It makes them think, it makes them curious, and it makes you sound like an expert. Here are your phrases. Did you know that over 1 billion people are currently learning English right now? Here's something surprising. Most people forget 90% of what they learn within 24 hours. According to recent research, the first impression you make lasts for 7 years. Studies show that confident speakers earn more money and get more opportunities. Now practice with me. Repeat after me. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Here is something surprising. Here is something surprising. Make your voice excited on surprising. Here is something surprising. Try it. Here is something surprising. According to recent research. According to recent research. According to recent research. According to recent research. Cultural tip. In many cultures, starting with facts shows that you are prepared and professional. In English-speaking business environments, facts and data are highly respected. Using them at the start tells your audience you are credible. You have done your homework, and you mean business. Opening strategy number 3 is to tell a short personal story. Stories are magic. They create emotion, they create connection. When you share something personal, people feel close to you, they trust you, and they want to hear more. Here are your phrases. A few years ago, I was sitting in a job interview and I could not say a single word in English. Today, I teach English to thousands of people around the world. When I first tried to give a presentation in English, my hands were shaking and my voice was trembling. But something changed. And today, I want to share that with you. I remember the first time I had to speak English in a meeting. I felt invisible. I felt like my ideas did not matter because I did not have the words. That feeling changed my life. Now these stories create emotion. They make people feel, I know that feeling, that is me. And once your audience feels that connection, they are with you. Practice this phrase with me. Repeat after me. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. Say it with feeling. I remember the first time. A few years ago. A few years ago. A few years ago. A few years ago. Something changed. Something changed. Something changed. Something changed. Common mistake. Some learners make their story too long. Remember, this is just the opening. Keep your story to 3 or 4 sentences maximum. Short, emotional, powerful. That is the goal. Opening strategy. Number 4 is to start with a bold statement. Bold statements are confident. They are direct. They immediately tell people you have something important to say. Here are your phrases. Everything you know about learning English is about to change. Most presentations fail in the first 30 seconds, but not yours. The way you open your presentation will either make people listen or make them leave. Let us make sure they stay. Your English does not have to be perfect to be powerful. And today I will prove it. Practice with me right now. Repeat after me. Everything you know is about to change. Everything you know is about to change. Say it strong. Everything you know is about to change. Everything you know is about to change. Most presentations fail. Most presentations fail. Most presentations fail. Most presentations fail. Let us make sure they stay. 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 Opening strategy number 5 is to use a quote. A well-chosen quote can instantly add credibility and depth to your opening. It shows you are thoughtful and well-read. Here are some examples you can use. As the great leader Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it is done. Warren Buffett once said, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. And that is exactly what you are doing here today. The famous writer Mark Twain said, there are 2 types of speakers, those who are nervous and those who are liars. So let us embrace the nerves and speak anyway. Now practice this phrase. Repeat after me. As the great leader once said. 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 The famous writer once said. The famous writer once said. The F.A. Mouse W. writer once said. The famous writer once said. Beautiful. Your voice should sound calm and wise when you use a quote, like you have thought about this deeply. Slow down a little Speak clearly and let the quote land. Opening strategy number 6 is to use humor or a relatable situation. Humor builds connection instantly. When you make your audience smile, they relax, they feel good, and they associate that good feeling with you. Now, important note, humor in presentations does not mean telling jokes. It means being warm, being real, and saying something that makes people nod and think, yes, that is so true. Here are your phrases. I know what you are thinking right now. Please do not make this boring. I promise. I will do my best. So, I was preparing this presentation at midnight, coffee in one hand, notes in the other. And I thought, if I was nervous preparing this, imagine how the audience feels listening. So, let us all take a breath together. Raise your hand if you have ever practiced a speech perfectly at home and then forgotten everything the moment you stood up. Yes, that is exactly why we are here today. Practice with me. Repeat after me. I know what you are thinking. 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 Let us all take a breath together. 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 That is exactly why we are here today. 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 Now let us put it all together. Here is what a complete, powerful presentation opening sounds like when you combine these strategies. You walk in, you stand up straight, you smile, you make eye contact, you pause for 2 full seconds. Then you say this. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in front of a room full of people, opened your mouth, and felt like your English just disappeared? I have. And I know many of you have felt that too. Here is something surprising. Studies show that the majority of professionals worldwide say public speaking in a second language is their biggest fear. But here is what I have learned. You do not need perfect English to be a powerful speaker. You need the right words at the right moment. And today, that is exactly what I am going to give you. My name is, and welcome to this presentation on how to transform your English communication. Did you feel that? That opening was powerful. It used a question, a personal connection, a fact, a bold statement, and a proper introduction. That is your formula. Now let us move into the practice section. This is my favorite part. We are going to do some repeat after me drills. Say each phrase out loud. Do not just read, speak. Use your voice. This is how your brain and your mouth work together. Ready? Let us go. Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? I remember the first time. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. Everything is about to change. Everything is about to change. Everything is about to change. As the great leader once said. As the great leader once said. As the great leader once said. Let us take a breath together. Let us take a breath together. Let us take a breath together. That is exactly why we are here. That is exactly why we are here. That is exactly why we are here. Excellent. Now, let us do a mini dialogue practice. Imagine you are starting a presentation at work. Practice saying this out loud as if you are really standing in front of your colleagues. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Before I begin, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever felt like you had a great idea, but you could not find the right words to express it? I think we have all been there. Well, today, I am going to share with you 3 strategies that will help you communicate your ideas with clarity and confidence. Let us get started. Now say it again. But this time, speak a little slower. Add a pause after the question. And smile when you say, "Thank you for being here." Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Pause. Before I begin, let me ask you a quick question. Pause. Have you ever felt like you had a great idea, but you could not find the right words to express it? Pause for 3 seconds. I think we have all been there. Well, today I am going to share with you 3 strategies that will help you communicate your ideas with clarity and confidence. Let us get started. Much better. Do you feel the difference? The pauses give you power. They give your audience time to process. And they make you sound calm and in control, even if inside you are nervous. And that is perfectly okay. Nerves mean you care. Channel that energy into your voice. Now let us talk about real-life situations. Where will you actually use these opening lines? In a job interview, you might start a short self-introduction like this. Thank you for having me today. Before I share my background, let me say that this opportunity truly excites me. I believe that every great career is built on one thing: continuous learning. And that is exactly the kind of environment I am looking for. In a business meeting, you might say. Good afternoon, team. I appreciate everyone making time today. I want to start with a question. What is the one challenge that is slowing us down the most right now? Because today we are going to address exactly that. In a university seminar, you might open with, "Good morning. Today I will be presenting on the topic of climate change and urban planning." But before I go into the data, I want to share something that personally inspired me to choose this topic. In a community event, you might say. Hello, everyone. It is wonderful to see so many familiar faces. I want to begin by asking a simple question. What does this community mean to you? Because the answer to that question is at the heart of everything I want to talk about today. Every single one of these openings is real. They are natural. They are professional. And they are absolutely achievable for you, no matter your current level of English. Now, I want to talk to you for a moment, not as your teacher, as someone who truly believes in you. I know how it feels to learn a language that is not your own. I know the frustration. I know the embarrassment when you say something wrong. I know the fear before you have to speak. But I also know something else. I know that every single person who speaks English confidently today was once exactly where you are right now. They were scared, they made mistakes, they felt stuck, and then one day something clicked. The fear did not disappear. It just became smaller than their courage. And I believe that with every lesson you complete, every phrase you practice, every video you watch, you are doing the same thing. You are building that courage, sentence by sentence, day by day. You are not too old. You are not too busy. You are not too far behind. You are exactly on time. And you belong here. Now let us do a quick summary of everything we covered today. We talked about 6 powerful ways to start a presentation in English. Number 1, start with a question. Number 2, share a surprising fact. Number 3, tell a short personal story. Number 4, make a bold statement. Number 5, use a quote. Number 6, use humor or a relatable moment. We also learned key vocabulary including engage, captivate, and hook. We practiced pronunciation tips including how your voice rises at the end of a question, how to use pauses for power, and how to slow down to sound confident. We practiced real phrases through shadowing and repeat after me drills, and we looked at real-life situations including interviews, meetings, university presentations, and community events. Now here is your challenge for today. Write your own presentation opening using one of the 6 strategies. It can be about any topic you choose, your job, your hobby, your city, your favorite book, anything. Write it out. Then stand up, stand in front of a mirror, and say it out loud 3 times. 3 times. Because repetition is how your brain makes it permanent. If you want me to see your practice opening, write it in the comments below. I read every single comment. And I will give you feedback personally. This is your community. This is your safe space to practice. There is no judgment here, only growth. If this video helped you today, please give it a like right now. It takes 1 second and it tells me to keep making more lessons like this for you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell. Because every week I am uploading new practical English lessons designed specifically to help you speak with confidence, clarity, and power. And finally, share this video with one friend, one family member, one colleague who is also working on their English. Because learning together makes the journey so much more beautiful. I am so proud of you for making it to the end of this lesson. That already tells me something about you. You are committed, you are serious, and you are going to achieve your English goals. I have no doubt about that. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember, every expert was once a beginner. Your journey is just getting started, and I will be right here with you every step of the way. See you in the next lesson. Take care and keep speaking.